steward around here.
Can't you get
start changing the
But I did later. I did. Sure. In fact, better come back tomorrow, really.
Come in. Oh, Dick, a rush job. That order for Gothenburg. They want us to get it out today instead of Thursday. Can we do it?
It's short notice, Mr. Goodwin.
But they all are, but this is a good order. The customer's not in the habit of mucking us about, and I think we should do our damnedest. They want us to get it on tomorrow's boat, so check with the container people, see if they can get it on the boat, and if we can get the job out...
That's all right, we can do it.
Look, Dick, I don't want a decision on the spot. Sort it out first, and then let me know. If it means any delay to the Hatfield order, tell me and I'll ring the old boy myself, see if he can help.
Okay.
Dick, that L seal on a number 2 packaging line's due for maintenance today. Do you want me to disrupt all my planned maintenance of one bloody order?
You must be joking. There isn't a bracket in the place for an AC.
Never any thanks. How long does he think he can muck me about like this?
The girls are fed up being shunted about, you know. You should do something about it.
Hatfield, about our order, I wanted to confirm...
Dick, can I have a word?
It's your wife. Here he is.
Hello, love.
Dick, you will remember that present for the kid's birthday. Will you make sure it's ready and bring it home
What
tonight?
you got there?
Oh, Mr. Goodwin. Hang on a minute. Yes, I'll be right up. What a bloody life.
Here's a man with a few problems, a few pressures on him, and I know what it's like. But I can't tell at the moment, and nor can you, whether he's got things under control. It all depends on what went on in between those pressure points, how he coped. Now, let's imagine for a moment that the situations we have just seen developed something like this. What do I want to know about it?
Don't you worry, Mr. Goodwin, we can do it.
Oh, God, this is going to take some doing. Let's see. That line's least urgent. It'll mean moving Mavis over.
Drop what you're doing there, Mavis, and get over to number 2 packaging line right away.
I thought this Hatfield order was the big rush.
You leave that to me, girl, and get over to number 2 on the double. Paddy, make up the specs for 200 AC-10s and get them over to the assembly shop right away.
You must be joking. We haven't got a bracket for an AC-10 in the place.
Well, send over what you can and run over to Rimmers for the rest.
Huh, you'll have to wait. We've got to get an order form for that.
Well, don't bother about that. They'll give you them all right. This is urgent.
There you go again.
So where were you when I got in this morning then? Look, we've got an order of 200 AC-10s to get out for Gothenburg by 4 this afternoon, so I want you to check the shipping notes and make damn sure that you don't...
You've got a memory like a bloody sieve. That L seal on number 2 is due for maintenance today. Do you want me to disrupt my whole planned maintenance of one bloody order? What about another machine?
Oh, damn, I forgot. Look, Les, this is a rush job. You'll just have to rearrange things to fit in.
Rearrange it? It sounds simple to you. It means I'll have to reschedule my whole rotten programme. Well, it's lucky I'm the sort of bloke that makes allowances for comics like you. All right, if I have to, I have to. This time. But just watch it, mate.
Now, where was I?
The shipping notes.
Hang on, I've just remembered.
Good girl.
Where the hell's Paddy?
Blimey, you should know. You sent him across
Well,
the
look,
river.
Alf, you'll have to clear the decks. I've got an urgent order coming in, and I want it in dispatch as soon as possible.
What is all that about?
David told me you put it back on packaging. What's it all about?
Sorry, John, emergency.
Don't talk to me about emergencies. Those girls are fed up being shunted about like this. I think you ought to do something about it.
Well, they can like it or lump it. The most important thing is to get the job out. It's urgent.
Is it? Don't assume just because it's urgent to you, it has to be to everybody else. Have you explained all this to Mavis?
She has her orders.
Okay. Well, don't say I didn't warn you.
The shipping notes, make sure you...
Make sure they go over to bloody dispatch. Do I have to tell you everything twice?
Dick, lad, Hatfield, about our order.
Ah, bit of a delay on that, Mr. H.
Oh, how long?
Well, I'm not sure. Say, Friday?
Oh, hell, Dick, I was promised.
Sorry about that, Mr. H. Just one of those things.
Oh, sorry.
Well, where were we? Oh, 200 AC-10s.
I've got that.
Dick, can I have a word?
And you know the customer?
Yeah.
Well, is it important, Elaine?
Is that triples
Sort
or
of.
twins?
Twins. Well, is it urgent?
Perhaps not.
Now, get the works order form for these over to Mavis right away. Oh, God, the container firm. Ring Betty and confirm that the order for Gothenburg will be ready by 4 o'clock. And make sure they can arrange to pick them up.
Well, Dick got the order off, but at what cost? What about the interests of his staff, or of the firm's other customers, and the long-term interests of the company? You see, getting results isn't just getting a job done. It's also how you get it done. Now, Dick may have solved one crisis. You'll soon find he started a whole lot more.
Oh, I was promised. A spot it puts me in. I've got customers breathing down my neck as well, you know. I was banking on having that order as arranged. What's all this bloody nonsense about Friday?
Harry, I'll look into it. I'll ring you back.
Charming. Goodwins want their Gothenburg order bringing rolled forward to today. It's only now they get around to telling us. Servant right up said we couldn't do it. Well, can we do it, George?
What the bloody hell's going on, Dick? I said tell me if there was going to be any delay on the Hatfield job.
Well, he didn't seem enough to worry you about.
Let me decide that. You can offload some of your problems onto me, you know. It's one of the reasons I'm sitting here.
Clear the decks, he says. And we are still here waiting. And there's this bleeding lot to be cleared up yet. Why can't he say what he means?
It's all right for you, Pop. I got a date tonight. He's not keeping me here late.
No, man, it can't be done.
Oh, Craig, you mean to say that I've got to walk right over to the factory and walk right back again for one flippin' order form?
That's not my fault.
It's happened again then, has it? Never any thanks. How long does he think he can muck me about like this?
And why
Well,
can't he
there's
make
things
time
could
to
be a lot
listen to you when you talk to him? Always too busy bloody organising.
Give her the latest clanger.
Oh, look, girls, don't worry about that. I'll sort him out.
Oh, what's happened to you? Oh, well, I just got the hang of it over there, and he dragged me out of this bloody machine.
So, now there are all sorts of other problems in the offing. In the first place, Dick isn't making the best use of his time. He may have organised the shop to cope, but organising is only one aspect of a supervisor's job. Dick's job, any supervisor's, can be broken down into 4 aspects: planning, organising, motivating, controlling. Now, these are the things we do to get results. Let's have a look at them one by one. Now, to organise properly in a crisis situation like Mr. Dick's, you've first of all got to have some kind of plan. Take Les. Planning happens to be his strong point.
Right. That sounds simple to you. It only means I'll have to reschedule my old rotten program. You're lucky I'm the sort of bloke who makes allowances for comics like you. All right, if I have to do it, I have to. This time. But just watch it, mate.
The point is, he has a program, and he's built in an allowance for uncertainties. He has a simple chart he keeps up daily that shows him what he's supposed to be doing. Nothing elaborate. He's got his list of spares he keeps up to date so that he's not caught out at the wrong time. And he's got a checklist of the jobs to do and the people to notify. His paperwork isn't perfect. He just uses it to help keep things under control. How did Les approach his job in the first place?
It's important, Les, that we don't have more than one of these lines out of commission at any one time. Another thing to remember, of course, is the heating system.
First of all, he anticipates the problems.
Check for movement of the fans.
And these clamps should be checked every day.
Right, got that. And the air tools checked once a week then. Now,
Well, I think they should be checked about once a month.
It's up to Les to get the information he needs to plan his job. When he's got it,
Les, your first target is maximum working efficiency in the plant. This is Dick's target too, of course. Between you, you're responsible for minimum disruption to production. Your second target, Les, is keeping maintenance costs to a minimum. We'll work out a quarterly target figure. Third,
Les's targets are identified, the things that really matter about his job. And if the boss weren't giving him those, it'd be up to Les to sort them out himself. Then it's up to him to plan how he's going to achieve those targets. He's got to make time for planning, see the conditions are right, away from disruptions. Doesn't need to be idyllic. Just somewhere you can sit and think. Have a relaxed attitude to your planning, and it'll help you organize more effectively.
okay. If you can let me have the old seal on number 2 tomorrow, I'll get you.
The Hudson order will have to be cleared by tomorrow.
All right, when?
It'll have to be Friday.
Friday?
Yeah.
Well, maybe I can put off setting up the vertical drill for next week. Then if you can let me have the number 2 by...
Planning can't entirely eliminate the uncertainties, you see. But if you've taken the time to think about the problems first, then it helps you to think on the job. Like Les just now, like the rest of us. He depends on sound planning to help him organise and help keep things under control. Take organising.
I'll get that over to Les. Did you ring Betty? Yeah. Can she do it? Didn't seem very happy.
Charming. Goodwin's want that Gothenburg order bringing forward to 4 o'clock this afternoon. It's only now they get around to telling us. Serve them right, I said no, we can't do it. Well, who are we going to send?
Better have a word with Arnold.
Arnold, transport supervisor at the container firm that looks after Goodwin's deliveries. Now, Arnold happens to be a good organiser.
Arnold? Arnold, that's Goodwin, pick up.
But that doesn't mean he's a perfect supervisor yet. Otherwise, what the heck was he doing under there?
Has to go to the docks in tonight's Gothenburg container. And I've had a phone call from Charlie Smith that he's off sick and they can't do the night truck.
That's nice.
Well, Norman's available, or Ernie.
Ernie? Hello. What's Ernie then?
When's he ready to pick up?
Oh, 4!
Here, did I hear that Charlie won't be doing the docks run?
Norman. It'll have to be Norman. Not this time, Ern.
No, I don't mind going.
I've got another up my sleeve for you. Norman, forget everything I said to you 5 minutes ago. What about a trip to the seaside, eh?
Oh, you must be joking.
Right. I'm booking Norman off now to come back at 11 tonight for the Gothenburg container. He's a bit more reliable than Ernie. But the shifts will have to be switched around a bit. If Charlie's okay tomorrow, he can go on the day roamer. I'll have Ernie on the shunt so I can keep an eye on him. Norman's happy enough on the night trunk for the rest of this week.
Good organisation depends on knowing the right man for the job. It means making sure they have the right equipment to do the job.
Oh, this is the one I saved for you, Ern. Just been serviced. Your ropes, sheets. Now, be at Goodwin's at 4 on the dot. That gives you an hour. Right. Then you'll have half an hour clear for loading.
It means giving clear instructions.
Now, you know the traffic at that time better than I do. Can you be back by 5:30?
Yeah, easy.
Good. Well, this lot's got to be containerized by 6 or it'll miss the boat. So it's up to you, Ern.
Right.
Arnold gets the confidence of his men by using their experience, involving them in the job, and delegating responsibility wherever possible.
John, I want you to check that these drivers' weekly inspections are taking place. Look, I only want to hear about them myself if a unit's going to be off the road longer than planned.
Okay.
A good organizer will also make sure his men are well trained.
Right then, we've secured the container and we've sealed it. What's the next thing to do before setting off? Before setting off? Remember, it's an alarmed vehicle. Check the alarm. Yeah?
Arnold is also a bit of a fixer.
Look, mate, this Gothenburg container.
He has his contacts in key places.
So it might be a bit of a push for my lad to get down to you by 8 to see he's all right. He's a bit late, will you?
Love.
Yeah?
Haven't had your vehicle records for last week. How about it?
And you. Ah, yes, well, it's like this, Betty, love.
Betty is office supervisor at the container firm. In addition to her planning and organising, she happens to be good at what I call motivating. Now, motivating is not something that can be done on its own. It has to be related to the job. And underlying all good motivating is this ability to inspire willing cooperation through good relationships with your working group and within the group. Now, once good communications have been established, people will feel more involved.
You see, the sooner I can work out these profit figures for each vehicle, the sooner I can let your lads know how they're getting on.
Oh, don't kid me. Most of them couldn't care less.
I know that, but it does make a difference to 1 or 2 of them knowing whether their vehicle's made a profit or not that week.
I'm booking off now. Back at 11.
What about Norman?
Hey, by the way.
Yeah?
I haven't had a note from ILS this week. What's happened?
Oh, yeah, I'll check up on it. Thanks for reminding me. Sure.
No.
See? He feels involved.
Norman's an exception.
Well, he needn't be.
You see, if you keep people informed, let them know how they're getting on, they'll take more of an interest in the job, enjoy it more, and work more effectively. That's a part of motivation.
George?
You know, I sit here all day just recording this lot. But look, Ernie's going up to Goodwin's today for a part load. Now, if there was something he could pick up on the way back to fill up, it'd be a bit more worthwhile.
Yeah, thanks, George. Look, get on to Aston's or Smith, they're in that area. See if they've got anything. George, why don't you look after that in future? You know exactly where there's room just as well as I do. Chase up these fill loads, will you?
Okay.
Building even a little more responsibility into someone's job can bring big improvements in morale and results. That's also motivating.
I see Goodwins haven't got any special instructions about loading. What do you think?
Well, sounds like a fire brigade job. I better reserve space at the back of the container so they're off first.
Good.
Involve your staff. Ask their advice. You see, there's no very clear dividing line between organising the work and motivating the people who are doing the work. But what is important for both aspects of the job is keeping up good communications all round.
Betty, what size did you say the Goodwin order was?
Oh, no, I didn't. Hang on a minute.
It's Betty. Hello. Well, let's see now. One pallet's 6 by about 4, say 24 cubic metres. You are awkward, aren't you? All right, say exactly 24 cubic metres. What factory all usual, I suppose? I'd better check though and ring you back. Shut up.
No, it's their other factory. My fault. Should have mentioned it. How's that job going, by the way?
It's going all
Will
right.
we get it out?
Yeah, we'll get it out. I've got Mavis working on it.
Good, but just check on it for me, will you?
Yeah, don't worry.
And that's the other aspect of supervision. Checking that the targets you've set for people are being met. Controlling your results. It's as simple as that.
How's it going, love?
Bit dodgy, they're not coming through quickly enough.
I'll see where the hold-up is.
There's bloody time too.
And if things are a bit behind, you do something about it.
The Clark order.
400 so far this week.
Good. Well ahead. I can afford to take a girl off that for an afternoon.
Control. Dick's control of the rest of the work helped tide him over this particular crisis. But the most effective sort of control, as Dick's learning, is built on sound planning, good organisation and motivation. Dick, with a better idea of how he could be using his time, might have reacted to these problems a little differently. Let's give him another chance.
Sort it out first and then let me know. If it means any delay to the Hatfield order, tell me and I'll ring the old boy myself. He might be able to help.
Right.
Right, that line's needed least, but I'll have to... Now, steady on. Plan. Think. Is that machine waiting for a changeover? Or is Les supposed to be on that today? Due for maintenance, thought so. Is there another line I can use? No. Hard luck, Les.
Dick. Oh, Les, just the man. I may have to get at the L sealer on packaging line 2 today. It's an urgent order being brought forward. Any chance of rearranging things?
Are you asking me to disrupt all my planned maintenance for one bloody order?
Well, I wouldn't do, mate, if I didn't think you could cope.
Never mind the soft soap. Can I have it tomorrow?
Yeah, I'll check. Tomorrow for sure.
I believe you. All right, I can do it. But let me know as soon as possible if you do want it.
Will do. Here, have you seen this?
Organise. Organise.
Paddy, can you make up the sets for 200 AC10s?
You must be joking. There is no bracket for an AC10 in the place.
Come off it. What about those contingency spares?
Well,
good lad.
Thinks. Machines planned, materials organised. Now men. And women. Who's going to do it? It'll have to be Mavis.
What are we on now, love?
Oh, this order for Hatfield.
Oh, aye, what stage are we at?
Oh, well, we should be finished by this afternoon.
Okay. We can do it.
Right.
There is just one thing, though. It means the Hatfield job will have to be put back a day.
A day? They won't like that.
Well, I've looked at it inside out and upside down, and there's no other way.
Okay, well, you leave that problem to me.
Oh, John, just to put you in the picture, we have an order for 200 AC10s for Gothenburg to be out by 4 o'clock this afternoon. It's a rush job, and it has to be on the boat tomorrow morning, so I'm going to have to move Mavis over.
Oh, those girls are fed up being shunted about like this. I think you should do something about it.
Well, it's unavoidable, but I won't come about more than I have to.
Is that a threat or a promise?
Look, they'll be all right by the end of the week, I promise you.
Well, I'll remember that.
Well, if they come to you, you know what's happening.
We'll see.
Maybe a bit of a problem. There's an urgent order for 200 AC-10s coming into number 2 packaging. You've got to be out by 4 today and catch a boat to Sweden tomorrow. I want you on the L sealer. Now I know I'm mucking you about, but there's nobody else I can trust.
Go on, pull the other one. Only yesterday you told me the bathroom job was a big rush.
Oh, aye. Thanks for reminding me. I'd better do something about that.
Dick, this order of ours, can you tell me if it'll be ready as arranged?
Ah, Mr. H. I believe Mr. Goodwin was trying to contact you about that. Hang on a minute and I'll have you transferred.
Oh, Dick, can I have a word?
Hang on, Mr. H. Is it important, Elaine?
Sort of.
No, that's all right, Mr. H. It won't keep you a minute. Well, is it urgent?
Perhaps not.
And just when he was doing so well. Elaine?
Yes?
Yes. Eh? Oh, Elaine. Sorry, love. Come in and sit down and tell me all about it.
Well, Dick's still learning, of course. We all are. Now, the examples you've seen may not seem to apply directly to you, but it's the ideas behind them that count. If you're a supervisor of any kind, then you should be able to class your work under these headings of planning, organising, motivating, and controlling. Every supervisor's job's got these 4 ingredients, often in quite different mixes, and some jobs need more of one than another. But you can bet your life that if you find yourself doing work that isn't under one of these headings, then it isn't truly supervisory work at all. So look at your job, analyse it. Cut down on the time you find yourself spending on work that isn't planning, organising, motivating or controlling, and your results are bound to improve. You can take my word for that. Or Dick's.
Yeah. It's your wife. Here he is. Hello, love.
Dick, you will remember that present for the kid's birthday, love. Make sure it's ready and bring it home tonight.
No, Betty. You're the one for the job, and if you get any problems, you can sort them out direct.
But darling, you have better taste.
Just let me know how you get on. I'll check when I get home tonight.